Welcome students to today's math lesson. Today we're just doing some more work with decimals. We're practicing putting decimal numbers in order, and here we're putting them in order from least to greatest. So this is really important work in terms of understanding the value of decimal numbers. So to put decimal numbers in order, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at, we'll look at the numbers themselves, and we always start with the leftmost number. And in this case, we got a 2 here, and a 1, 1, 1, and 1. So we see here that these are all a 1 whole here. This one starts with a 2, which means that this one is greater. So I'm going to move that one over here. That's going to be our biggest number. Now I'm going to look at the rest of these numbers. Since they all start with a 1 in the units place, I need to then move over to the next place value. So moving over to the next place value, we have a 2, an 8, a 6, and a 1 in the 10th place. So which of these is the smallest number? That will go first. So that would be this here, 1 and 1/10, because it has a 1 in the 10th place. Which is the next smallest number in the 10th place? That would be the 2 right here. The 2 in the 10th place. 1 and 2/10 would be next. Next up would be 1 and 6/10, and finally 1 and 8/10. Now, if the number has more than one number after the decimal, we'll follow that same process and just continue further after the decimal. Let's try that out. So here we've got an 8, an 8, an 8, and a 9, which means the 9 is going to be the greatest. So that'll be furthest to the right. And now we need to look at the next decimal number, 4, 7, and 4. Okay, so one of them is bigger, that's the 7. So that number will be the second greatest number. And we're going to move to the last number after the decimal here in the hundredths place. That's this 6 and this 2. Which one's bigger? Which one's greater, a 6 or a 2? A 6 is greater, so I'm going to move that over. And that will be the third greatest. Here we go, and 8 and 42 hundredths is the smallest number. 8 and 46 hundredths comes next. 8 and 74 hundredths, and then 9 and 57 hundredths. So again, that process is looking at the first number, putting them in order from greatest to least, and if they're the same, like in this case, move over to the next number. If those are the same, move over to the next number. That's how you determine whether they're greater or less than each other. Let us know if you have questions, and good luck with your work on this.